In this channel, I transform Wikipedia articles into video content, making it easier for you to explore the topics you care about. If you have a specific article in mind, feel free to request it in the comments or message me directly. The American Revolution was a significant political and military struggle that unfolded in the 13 colonies, leading to their independence from Great Britain and the establishment of the United States of America. Initially driven by the desire for greater autonomy, colonial leaders gradually shifted towards full independence as tensions with the British government escalated over issues such as taxation and representation. The roots of the revolution can be traced back to the aftermath of the French and Indian War, when Britain, seeking to cover war debts, imposed new taxes on the colonies and restricted westward expansion. These measures, including the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts, were met with fierce resistance from the colonists, who argued that they were being taxed without representation in Parliament. Events like the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party further inflamed tensions, leading to widespread protests and the formation of groups like the Sons of Liberty. In response to the growing unrest, representatives from the colonies convened in the First Continental Congress in 1774 to coordinate resistance efforts. The situation escalated into armed conflict in April 1775, with the battles of Lexington and Concord, marking the beginning of the Revolutionary War. The Second Continental Congress soon followed, authorizing the formation of the Continental Army and appointing George Washington as its commander-in-chief. The War for Independence reached a turning point in 1776, when the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, formally breaking away from British rule. This document, heavily influenced by Enlightenment ideas of natural rights and republicanism, articulated the colonies' grievances and their right to self-governance. The war continued for several more years, with key battles such as Saratoga and Yorktown, where American forces, with crucial support from France, managed to defeat British armies. The conflict officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1783, in which Britain recognized the sovereignty of the United States and ceded territory east of the Mississippi River. The American Revolution not only marked the birth of a new nation, but also had far-reaching effects on global politics, inspiring other movements for independence and democratic governance. In the aftermath of the war, the newly independent states faced the challenge of creating a unified government. The Articles of Confederation were initially adopted, but the weaknesses of this framework led to the Constitutional Convention in 1787, where the current U.S. Constitution was drafted. This new constitution established a federal system with a strong central government, a system of checks and balances, and a Bill of Rights to protect individual liberties. The American Revolution was more than just a war for independence. It was a radical transformation of political, social, and economic structures. It challenged the traditional hierarchies of power, promoted ideas of equality and individual rights, and laid the foundation for a new era of Republican governance. The impact of the revolution extended beyond the borders of the United States, influencing democratic movements worldwide and setting a precedent for the pursuit of liberty and justice.